All right.
Stopping in a quiet spot.
All right, West Coast. It's 3 minutes after 4 o'clock, and you may have heard in the background there Cam Dennison on the air. I just played Leonard Cohen because I knew nice people like Leonard Cohen. And Cam, I guess you're a nice guy.
Well, thanks.
I guess. Cam, many people know you as the host of Thursday Night Random Cam Madness, but you are also a hospice volunteer.
Yeah. I took the training through the Hospice Society about a year ago with Signe Cohen and Kim Hogue, and it was great. I believe it was six weeks every Tuesday.
Oh yeah, I remember you ducked out of work all the time because you had to go.
I look for any valid excuse to do good.
To do good. So go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I was just going to ask you what 6 weeks every once a week. What did you learn? How was the process of the hospice training? How did that break down?
Well, a lot of it has to do with preparing you for what you're going to face as a volunteer for hospice. The sort of situations that might arise, a little bit of cultural awareness if you happen to be going into other communities, communication models, techniques on how to deal with grief, and how to take care of yourself when you're in a pressure situation and you're helping people who are grieving or perhaps passing on, and you know that their families will be stressed and they'll be stressed, and the best ways to deal with that. And the training was really good. I
suppose a lot of it is, like you said, taking care of yourself and looking after yourself. I guess the process, it could be a bit of a burden, obviously, to be dealing with these people. We've been talking about the fulfillment of it, but I guess it's something to be taken seriously if you wanted to be a hospice volunteer, if you're considering it.
I think so, and it's not. I don't take it lightly, and I think you're dealing with some pretty serious stuff. You're dealing with people's lives and the lives of the families, and there's a lot of, oftentimes can be, I don't want to say that it's heavy, but it's serious. Oftentimes there's a lot of lightness. People are laughing, and there's a lot of goodness around too, which is a great part of the volunteering. But yeah, you need to be prepared for being involved in people's lives and taking a certain amount of responsibility for what you say, how you act, and things like that.
I realize that there's probably a confidentiality component to it, but what have your duties been since you've become a volunteer for hospice?
I think generally I would say mostly being available and being present with people who are going through things in their lives. It's really to be present, to be able to engage with them, to perhaps, for me, I always like to make people laugh if I can. And I guess to answer your question, a lot of listening. Listening.
You're not very good at that.
Well, that's why I decided I thought hospice might be pretty good, because I would learn how to listen.
Well, yeah, I guess it is a fantastic skill building and character building thing. I can only imagine the stories and the experiences. Even just the few interviews that I've done have been really, really a touching part of my life. They've formed me. Just a few interviews for these. I can only imagine the impact that doing something like that could have on your life.
It has changed my life. I have met some amazing people, and I am a better person for it. I can honestly say I'm a better person for being involved with hospice.
Well, geez, that's quite a statement. Do you have anything? I know you've seen some of the donations and stuff that have come through, and some of the great items. Is there something that you might have saw on the website or saw coming through?
I know that you had Will on the radio before. And I think that guitar particularly is very exciting to me. I don't have $10,000, but if I did, I think that would be a good way to spend it.
Or a blank load of money, as the quote was from earlier.
Absolutely. I really liked some of the dinners and the massage, and last year I came and I bid on quite a few things. I didn't ever cash in my massage from Bree, though.
No, yeah, she owes you one. And actually, one of the great things you did last year was come in and shill bid up some of the other donors, knocked them up a couple $100 on some of the great dinners. So I'm going to miss your services for help doing that, but it looks like things are going really well, and thanks for your help this year and in the past with the Hospice Radiothon, Cam.
Well, you're very grateful, and I'm very grateful to Hospice. They're always very kind to me, and it's a great organization. And I encourage you, if you're listening, to talk to Kim or Therese Bouchard about when maybe the next training is, if you have time to volunteer. It's well worth it, and it worked for me. Like I said, I'm a better person for hospice. So
sweet. Well, thanks for your time, Cam. Enjoy the rest of your adventure here across Island, and we'll see you tomorrow night at Will's show.
I appreciate it, Jeff. I look forward to seeing everybody.
All right. Take it easy, man. I'm going to hang up on you.
Okay, bye.
All right. Sweet. That was Cam Dennison. You know him as the host of our Thursday night show, and probably as, I don't know, the defendant on occasion. But he's been a hospice volunteer now, and just thanks for your time, Cam, for filling us in on a little bit from the hospice volunteers' perspective. If you want to support the Pacific Rim Hospice Society, maybe help with the cost of training, or if you're interested in becoming a volunteer, you can find out more at www.pacificrimhospice.ca.